Good evening and welcome to episode 14 Cow Tech. You got your host Adam Ross and Tyler Shane. How is it going?
Good, good. How you doing? Welcome back.
Yes, it is fun to be back in the studio. I like having all my stuff, and I think that this show will be a little bit more polished than what we're used to because of the content and being with a stable connection for sure.
Well, we made it work the last time, so it was an interesting adventure, but it's neat to do something different every once in a while.
Absolutely. Vacation's fun, but I'm definitely happy to be back at the home front.
Oh
Look,
yeah,
we got lots to talk about on this show, man. I'm
yeah.
excited. Lots of new products dropping. We got some cool giveaways. So don't forget, we're giving away the small magnetic mouse pad, and
Yeah.
man, it is one that is always on my desktop now.
Absolutely, yes. So, like as usual, we give away a prize during every episode to the person with the best comment or question. So keep those comments and questions going, and that lucky person will win the small mouse pad with magnetics shipped to
Nice.
their home. In the U.S. and Canada only, please. And yeah, so that's a great prize. I think we're gonna get a couple very close entries, and we'll have to decide which one gets it.
Oh yeah, and we have some pretty cool new products to show off. And man, these prototypes and working with you guys and your ideas is what's making this exciting. Obviously, I'm super stoked to get these in and trial them out. I am a huge racer, so some of these products that they're bringing on board, I can't wait. It's gonna be epic.
Absolutely. Well, the cool thing is, and I'm sure some of you fans have received these, small mouse pads already. So, the pre-orders have shipped. I think most of them have landed to the customers. So, show off those, and obviously, if you haven't yet, let me back up. If you haven't yet, order one of these. Use the code COW-TECH and save 10% off your order. So that's always good for every product on the CowRC website. But then that's exclusive to this to our show. So we're happy to share that with you. But come on over and get those. They're on. If you didn't pre-order, doesn't mean you don't get one. You just have to go in and order one. So make sure you do that before they do end up going away.
Matthew, we actually have both. So not all of the cleaning products are silicone based, and in fact, the new uh, I gotta say, Moo-Kleen is got the ceramics in it, and
Right.
that has been a game changer. So depending on what you're looking at cleaning, if you give us a little bit more detail, we can definitely help you out. You are on the right show for that. Asking any question is not only invited, it is a necessity because you guys keep it going.
Absolutely. And Adam, if you don't mind, will you be able to pull up the website and show the fans how to order the small mouse pads, where those are located?
Absolutely. I can do that because we have stable internet here. I'm loving it. So,
Technology.
yeah, man, it is awesome. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, and obviously
Perfect.
you can see right here. And when you go in, you actually have all the stuff to the left, and unfortunately you can't see my mouse, but hopefully you can see that it's turning green
Yeah.
whenever I go over something. Okay, so you basically want to go to your left, shop by category, and you can go into the magnetic pit mats, the rubber pit mats, the RC maintenance kits, but we want to go into the rubber pit mats.
Hmm.
Now, once this loads up, you actually have quite a few options here. My favorite one's already displaying right there, the carbon. Oh man, I love that one. But right down here, you will see, and it's no longer on pre-order. They actually have these in stock and ready to ship. Now, when you click on here, you can choose your options. And one of the best options, in my opinion, is the ability to write rate on your magnetics. Now, if you're into crawling, if you're into small scale stuff, if you're into racing, man, it is a game changer to be able to write on it. So this is the dry erase friendly option, and it just gives you the option right here, and you can click that. As soon as you click it, you can add it to your cart. bada boom, bada bing, you are ready to rock and roll. And this is an awesome combo to not only get the mouse pad itself, but to get the magnetics along with it. So it is definitely one of those cool things that Heath has offered to everybody to kind of get an introduction to the mouse pad size. I like the bigger one myself, but for racing purposes, it has just made it so much more convenient moving it from place to place.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's neat because it's one of those things you can throw in the back of your truck, put on the hood of your car. It's so versatile where it's stows away super tight, and it's really kind of convenient to throw on anything. So even on your seat of your car, you just need to wrench on something, you need to get it done real quick. Because I do see a lot of people, if you some people don't want to bring a lot of stuff with them to an event, and I understand that because it takes up room in your vehicle and it's time consuming, all that stuff, but that's an option where you can throw it on your seat of your car, in the back trunk, whatever. It protects your car, so that way you're not getting greases and silicones on it, and keeps everything kind of together. So it's worth the investment for sure.
So, Matt, I'm definitely a huge SCT fan. I'm thinking you're running the Truggy and Short course. Uh, One of the things that you would definitely want to look at is obviously the Moo-Slick. The Moo-Slick is a silicone-based spray, and once you have your vehicle all cleaned and
Yep.
dialed, you using the Moo-Slick is definitely one that you will benefit for on the racetrack for sure. I definitely like the Moo-Kleen. I can spray it on, kind of agitate the dirt off a little bit, and then use the cow blaster and clean it completely off. And then I just hit it with the Moo-Slick. And for racing, me and the kids have found that has been the best way to clean and maintain our rigs in between heats. Obviously, we're a little bit under a time crunch. And then when we come home, obviously, we go through and do the regular maintenance, and then we can give it all the cow love it deserves. But during race days, we're usually in a regiment where we just stick to those two products. One of the go-to things too is the new hide wipes, which is man, a staple in almost all our pits now, and you can't beat that. Especially if you just want to rub something down, it's great for cleaning SCT bodies, buggy bodies, truggy bodies, you name it. You can fly through a couple of hide wipes, and it'll have everything sparkly clean. And just a little thing coming up for you racers, we're gonna have the tire wash coming up, and it
Yeah.
is using some pretty cool chemicals to ensure that we get maximum clean, but we get that grip we love.
That's good stuff. Yeah, I mean, and also Moo-Slick is great for your chassis protector. So what I always used to do is I would spray the chassis protector down. That puts that silicone coating on it, and that way, if
Yeah.
you kind of chassis slap or case a jump, it gives it less resistance, and it can kind of skip off of it. So as kind of like a racer's tip, that's something I always used to do.
Yeah, so Michael, the best mat to get, honestly, it's going to depend on what you're using it for, is what I would want to recommend. So if you can give us a little bit more information, be more than happy to help. I've been going to the Carbon Series, which is what Tyler's
Yep.
rocking right now on his desk. I've had nothing but luck with these things, and we have truly put it through a beating this past
Yeah.
month on our big epic trip, and it has come out flying. It's blown away my expectations, and I couldn't be more excited about it. And for portability, it is second to none. So, depending on what you're looking for, I can give you a little bit better for sure, but it is definitely super cool to get into the Carbon Series if that is your thing. But honestly, if you're just trying to build a home setup, there's way more options, and
Yeah.
truly the sky's the limit.
Yeah, and I mean, there's the best mat is different for everybody. So
Yeah.
like Adam said, if you want the best mat for home, maybe like having like an actual flat mat series or a hybrid mat that's permanent and kind of a fixture of your workbench. If you want to travel, like Adam said, Carbon series or maybe the mouse pad is your thing. If you want to do 8 scale or you're down 24 scale, so there's really the best is who it's used for or how it's being used. So it's really that answer could be the best for multiple different people.
Absolutely. And the cool thing about it is when you go to the website, you can kind of like fish around and measure the size that you're trying to incorporate into your setup. Once
Yeah.
you get a baseline for the size, then you can kind of like get a feel for what's available. And honestly, once you get the size of what you're trying to cover, if you want to message me or Tyler, I'd
Yeah.
be more than happy to help out and kind of like point you in the right direction and give you suggestions based on what products we use. And like I said, having the kids racing with me, it's been a blessing. So we've been able to try a plethora of products, and it has been nonstop testing for us. So we hopefully can answer your question. If not, we will find somebody that can.
Absolutely. Yes. 100%. Yeah. Message us anytime. Everybody. That's open to everybody. And I have had a couple people message me, and I'd like to see more. And then if you see us at events, come and approach us. We're happy to help. That's really why we do this. We don't want to just talk to ourselves. We want to talk to you guys and help you guys.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, Robert, this is a great idea.
Yeah.
Check out the Cow RC fan page. They have some awesome shots of people's personal setups, what they're doing, how they're
Hmm.
building up their personal spaces. And it's super cool to see because it might spark an idea for yourself as well.
100%. No, I mean, honestly, the fans page is blowing up. It's tons of great content. People
Yeah.
are throwing pictures up all the time. It's great, and honestly, it's fantastic. The company CowRC page has been using some fans pictures and fans posts on the company page, which is awesome. I mean, that's kind of quality stuff we're getting. It's great.
It is cool to see, definitely, for sure. But speaking of clean and all that, oh man,
Right.
that bad boy. So I'm
Yeah. So we've talked about this before. I did a kind of a show and tell before this was released, but this is our electronic cleaner sprayer for the Moo-Kleen part and chassis wash. So kind of wanted to go through this here with you guys and show you and show you what it's about. So this is live on the website now. You can pick this up. I think, and Adam, you may want to just check on it as I'm talking about how much it is, but available to ship immediately. So the awesome thing about this is it is USB chargeable. So where you plug in the battery in the handle and you plug this end into like any of your iPhone chargers, USB ports, anything like that, and it charges up. So the battery lasts a long time. I mean, I have not depleted the battery yet. Um, it's hours that is going to use that's going to work. Oh yeah, 29.99. So perfect. Thank you, Adam. And so 29.99 gets you this. There's just the one option, so you don't have to worry about different varieties or anything like that. And the cool thing is on the top. So this is how you activate it. It actually shows how much battery you have in it. So if you and I'm pretty sure you guys can see that. Okay, shows you how much battery you have in it, and it also when you hold it down, it does the spray as well. And I'll show you how that works. And then the other little option is a wand. So this spray, and actually I'll throw out a truck here and give it a quick spray. So you should be able to see how this works. So if you look at that, that's how it comes out pretty healthy. Nice spray pattern. Does a good job. Lots of pressure on it. I actually really like the standard attachment. And you just unscrew it and you put the wand on it. And so the cool thing about the wand is you can kind of get into nooks and crannies, especially if you have like a bigger truck. You want to get in a corner. There we go. Kind of do that, and you can actually adjust the wand a little bit and fan it out a little bit more. Or I'm sorry, that's actually a little stronger stream. So stronger stream, and then fan it out more. Let's dial that out more. Yeah, there you go. So the cool thing is, and then of course I'm using my Carbon Series mat because that is what this thing is beautiful for. If you watched a lot of our episodes, I use this thing religiously when it comes to product testing because I can spray it all over the place. It's actually backsplash all over my computer, but my desk is nice and clean and I can wipe this up later. So the nice thing is, and with the cleaner, it's super easy to clean up, but it also does the same with greases and oils and silicones and everything like that. This mat loves those types of things. So if you're having, you know, trouble keeping your white mats pretty and white, this Carbon Series mat may be your friend. But nonetheless, the electronic sprayer is a great tool for $29.99. Really kind of
Can't
helps.
beat
It
it.
actually holds 2 liters of fluid, so it's a little bit like, there we go. So you can kind of see the
The
reservoir
bobber, yeah.
there. So yeah, about 2 liters of fluid. Again, it's the Moo-Kleen part and chassis wash concentrate mixed with water, and you can mix it right in to the bottle. So this is your port. Open that up, spray your liquid in here, and actually the handle comes off too. It unscrews, so that way you don't have to bring the whole thing with you if you want to charge it. So let's say your battery. So it's an internal battery. If your battery dies, you need to charge it. Just unscrew it from the canister and go take it to the wall, charge it up, and you're good to go. It takes a few hours to charge it up. I mean, it lasts a long time, but it does take a little bit of time to charge it up. So you might want to leave it on at night. Don't try to just do it really quickly before you leave the house. Make sure you charge it up pretty healthy throughout the night if it's completely dead.
So I just got to go over a few things. First off, that truck looks freaking dialed.
Thank
It's a
you.
mighty nice truck, and I like the green and purple. You definitely tied it in, and man, beating on those mats, like we've been beating on these now for what, 2 months now, I think, right?
Yeah,
Or
probably. Yeah.
it's been a while.
I
And
mean,
honestly,
just
you've gone through a whole bunch.
start
You put
spraying it.
almost every chemical we've had on that mat, and it just takes it and cleans up like a champ.
Yeah, and this is
That
the only
is
mat I've had. I mean, it's not like
right.
I switch these out every episode. This is, since you guys have seen this is the same one, and it's dark black. I use it all the time. I mean, these aren't brand new ones. I'm using it.
What's up? Hey, we got Sean Russian on. What's going on, Sean? But no, I love the mats. And speaking of people, we have somebody in the green room.
Oh, nice. Who's
So
that?
I think we might have to go three-way here.
Okay.
Oh, Tyler, look at my purple and green gatekeeper. We'll
Ooh,
have to definitely
yeah,
check
shoot
that
me
out because I think you put it on the fan page, if I'm not mistaken.
oh, yeah, do that.
All right, so we do have a special guest. Let me just cue up a little something here and bring somebody on board for everybody.
Hey, what's up, Craig?
Hi, I just wanted to make an announcement. CowRC is the maintenance king. All right, goodbye.
Okay.
Tell us something we don't know.
So, I make an announcement. Cow is doing something really, really cool for a really, really good cause. And if it's all right with you, I'm just going to get right into it.
Absolutely,
Let's do
do it.
All right, so as you can see, I have this Element Night Runner RTR right next to me. What we plan on doing is we are going to do all the maintenance to this truck. We're going to unbox it. This is going to be on CowRC's Instagram Live. It's going to be bi-weekly, starting somewhere mid-October. It's going to be a bi-weekly live show. We're going to unbox it. We're going to take it apart. We're going to put utter butter in the diffs. We're going to take apart the transmission, make sure everything's tight. We are going to be putting upgrades on it throughout the course of these lives. One of the first things we're going to be doing is putting this Team Garage hack. This is the SSF6 transmission. Beautiful transmission.
Wow.
The cool thing about Team Garage hack is all their transmissions come pre-packed with utter butter.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Great there with CowRC. That's going to be going in this truck. And we're going to go run it. We're going to get it dirty, bring it back to the garage, go live again, and do our after run maintenance. And we're going to use all CowRC products, from the mats to the hide wipes, the Moo-Kleen, the Moo-Slick, the IC lock once we start the upgrades. And getting to the even better part of this is we've paired up with ASD crawlers. wonderful people over at ASD Crawlers. And we are going to be taking donations for ASD through CowRC. And all that information is going to be posted. But once it's posted, everybody who donates, we are going to pick one person that donated, and we are going to give them this truck when we are done with it. So you are going to get an upgraded Element Night Runner for donating to ASD. And 100% of the proceeds that we make from this are going to ASD. And on top
That's
of
a great thing.
And all of the upgrades that are going to be on the truck, you're also going to get a CowRC maintenance kit. So you're going to get extra large work mat, you're going to get hide wipes, udder butter, Moo-Kleen, Moo-Slick, and a carry-all sling pack in the ASD colors. Wow. So this is going to be a great venture. I apologize if my audio is messed up. We are getting one crazy storm right now. I cannot hear you guys at all.
Well,
You're
we
good.
can hear you good.
Yeah. But that is an awesome giveaway. I'm looking forward to watching the lives, especially when you're on the CowRC Instagram. The following there is epic. You guys are doing it for a great cause. I'm definitely looking forward to it.
He's getting closer so he can hear us.
I had to get really close because I cannot hear you. This is going to be a really, really cool thing, especially because we are going to be using all CowRC products. Everybody can see how we use the products, specifically for crawlers, and it's all going to a great cause. So once all the information's posted up, I will obviously share it. I know Cow will share it. I know you guys will share it.
We'll share it, yeah.
And I really hope that we can get a good donation to ASD. It's a great cause, and ASD Crawlers does a great job bringing light to the ASD community.
Nice. Now, this crawler, are you going to be using the Cow Formal to give it a little bit of waterproofing and love?
Absolutely.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we are. I am going to throw every single CowRC product that I can at this thing.
That's going to be something to try and win. And all proceeds get donated to the ASD crawlers, correct?
Absolutely.
Wow. No, that's going to be game changing. I can't wait to see the first episode to kind of get a feel for what you're doing with this awesome product. And man, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch you kind of go through all the methods. I'm more forward looking to seeing when it's all muddy going through that setup, because I know you guys know how to trail, and it's definitely going to be sick watching you guys go through your maintenance deal.
I'm not going to beat on her because I know eventually this is going to be somebody else's truck, but I'm letting everybody know now. She's going to be dirty.
Heck yeah.
Well, by the sound of the rain outside, you'll have plenty of mud to run it through.
Just go take it out now and just start it right now.
Just build it in the rain.
I should. Throw some lubricant on there, put it outside, let it rinse off. We're good.
They're good. We're good.
Well,
but no,
awesome,
it's going to be awesome to see. We're looking forward to you getting it started. When is show number 1? Just so everybody can tune in.
So we do not have a solid date yet, but it is going to be somewhere around October 15th, right around the mid-October range.
Awesome.
And we're looking to be done around the holidays.
Very nice.
Oh, so it's almost a holiday giveaway.
Yes.
Perfect. So I hope that you get a lot of support for that. I know Ross Racing will definitely be down to try and throw in. I'm never lucky, so but whatever. I gotta give some love to the ASD crew and what they're doing and trying to put together with you. And looking forward to seeing what you guys can pull off.
We hope it's good, man. We really do. I'm nervous. We got high standards around the Cow name, and I hope to hold that standard.
Oh yeah, you'll do
baby.
good.
Yeah.
No,
No,
that's a great truck too. So you know the truck by itself, you know, is a great truck, and when it's fully upgraded with a new Team Garage Hack transmission and all the
I
CowRC products, it's going to be even better.
I've never run this transmission. I took it out of the box and it's impressive.
I bet.
So I can't wait to actually, start tinkering and getting that on the truck because that's something I haven't played with yet. So I already know it's utter buttered up, but during one of the episodes, we're still gonna take it apart and show that Team Garage Hack does use utter butter. Actually, I don't know if you guys can see it. Which way? There's a little bit of utter butter oozing out there.
Hey,
You can see.
that's awesome. Nothing wrong with
That's
that.
all I got for you guys. I appreciate you giving me the time to come on your show. You guys do a wonderful show.
thank you.
Spectacular.
Awesome.
Hey, man,
thank
we
you so much,
appreciate
Craig.
it. Anytime, you're more than welcome. And yeah, we will definitely hype it up on our show and try and get you as many views as we possibly can. And yeah, man, we can't wait.
Thank you very much. I'll talk to you guys
See you,
soon. All
buddy.
right.
Take it easy.
See you, bud.
Wow, that's awesome. I really love that. That's a great charity and a great idea. I mean, talk about, proof is in the pudding. Having the products on a vehicle that you're using and showing how they improve the performance of the vehicle. I mean, and then giving it to somebody to enjoy. I mean, that's awesome. I mean, it's a used truck, but it's a used truck in great condition, and actually it's probably better than new.
Well, that's what I was just going to say, because if somebody's going to take the time to go through and give it that love, oh my God. Because that, like, if you guys don't know, SizeMatters RC is his thing, and he has a great show. He does the Monday night mashup, and he kills it on that show. He's the big reason why I was able to up my RC garage game. Kind of got a couple scalar parts now, getting ready to do a complete rebuild, all because of his show and what he's introduced me to. I'm a diehard racer, so most of my stuff is racing related now, but every now and again, you got to venture out and have some fun with RC so you don't get stale. And he was the guy to do it for me. And you know what? If you haven't checked out their show, you're definitely missing out.
Yeah, it's on Instagram every Monday, I believe at 8 p.m. The cool thing is, if you're interested, they let anybody come in and join the show, so you don't have to be scheduled. You just kind of ping them on there and say, "Hey, I want to join." And if you got some cool collection, or you want to talk about something cool that you did, or whatever, do it. That's really what the show is based on: is just impromptu discussions and conversations and interacting with the fans.
Yeah, and you know what? We are super lucky to have you guys. The questions, the comments, stuff like that. Don't forget, best question and comment wins that small mouse pad
Right.
and magnetics tonight. So keep them coming. But it's definitely super cool to have a surprise guest pop in here and there. So thank you,
Fun.
Craig, for jumping on board. Gotta have scalers and crawlers for the winter when the racetracks are shut down. Tommy, absolutely right. But before they shut down, should we show some more racy stuff that we're working on behind the scenes?
Let's do that.
You want me to bring up the graphics first, or you want to show
that's
the
cool.
prototype?
Do that.
Here, I'll remove myself, and you can do prototype number one, and I'll bring up the
Cool. So what I am holding in my hands is a shock rebuilding tool. So CowRC is going to start getting into producing different types of tools for different RC applications to make RC maintenance go with the products that we're using, but also as tools to help you use them a little bit easier. So what I'm holding in my hand is a shock repair tool stand, and this is for 10 scale. And so this is a prototype that will not be sold. This is one of the first ones that was printed, and this is a 3D print. And this is Wildside RC is printing these. And so one of the kind of the first things with it is it has a reservoir in it to collect the old shock fluid. And so one of the things, and you'll see it has a kind of a grate on it. So in doing this, one of the things that we found out is Okay, two things. The grate wasn't attached, so it would fall off, get lost, and just wasn't as effective long term as we had hoped. The second thing is the reservoir didn't really have anywhere to get the fluid out. So you had to, turn upside down, and inevitably, as you guys know, shock oils, it's not going to all come out. It's going to stay in there. Some residual stuff stay in there. So what Adam's going to show up here is some improvements that CowRC made to this model.
I'm
And
super
yeah,
excited about this. So this is kind of like what he's showing you, and
hmm
this is
same
the
size.
graphic for it now. Yep.
hmm
And basically it looks the same as what he's doing, but now if you look at the way the top is
Right.
integrated in, it's going to be super cool because it's going to be a little clip in one piece. So now you won't have to worry about losing it. Not only that, if you look deep down in there, you'll see the next thing that I'm super happy and stoked about. But it actually has a plug on the bottom. So now you
hmm
can just pull the plug, drain out all the fluids without actually getting it all over the place. So another cool innovation that man, I know I can't wait to see.
Yes, it's. I mean, and the cool thing is playing with this type of stuff. It's having an idea, making a prototype, and then testing it and saying, hey, you know what? It doesn't do this, or maybe it doesn't do this well enough. And so you go back to the drawing board and you start adding a few more little parts and pieces. These feet stand. So the feet are there, one, to kind of make it stand level, but two, to let room for that plug. So really the idea is the plug. That was the main thing. And the feet were kind of
Mhm.
added to make that plug fit. And then having and if you kind of see in the previous picture, it's a tapered reservoir. So that oil goes down to the drain plug and comes out of the unit. And then obviously is the hinge for this grate. That way it's not falling off. Some of these we had to tape them down to get when we shipped them because they would just kind of fall off. So it's just the lessons learned. And I mean, that's really what CowRC has done since 2008 is always evolving. We talked about the ceramic coating added into the Moo-Kleen part and chassis wash. That's an evolution of that product. So and this is something new that CowRC is doing with these tools. And as a teaser, there will be more than this. So this is going to be the first product, and it's actually, we get some statistics out here. So we're still about 8 to 10 weeks out on the final part to be sold. So it'll be probably end of the year, I guess, ish. Um, and it's also going to come in 10 scale and 8 scale sizes. So the 10 scale will be $19.99 and the 8 scale will be $24.99. So economical, small, smaller than my hand. So it's a good travel size. It's extremely sturdy. I mean, especially it's cylindrical, so it's gonna be sturdy. You don't have to worry about it getting crushed or what have you. Very lightweight. Great portable part especially for guys who are racing and changing. I mean, I used to race
Look,
with guys who would
yeah,
change their shock oils by a half of a weight every other race. So
yeah,
some guys are diehards of shock building. So this is for
it
you guys.
definitely looks good on the pit area. And Glenn, yes, for the 10 scale
Oh yeah.
one, so far I haven't had any issues. We've had the normal Techno SCT. We've had all the S-Works buggy, the 10 scale, two-wheel drive wheeler. We've had the TLR. What else did we have? X-Ray. I'm trying to think if we had anything longer. What was the longest shock? I'm thinking the Techno short course was the longest shock shaft that we had in the 10 scale. So it should fit pretty much any 10 scale shock so far. As for the 8 scale, obviously we're going to put it through its testing, but I can't see where you would run into the issue because the 8 scale one is going to be a little bit bigger than the 10 scale. So,
Yeah, and I think Glenn brought up a good point though, because it's something I want to test. Is there are some crawler shocks that are pretty narrow, so they're
okay.
skinny, and obviously the circumference of where the shocks sit is not adjustable. So I'll test that out because I think Vanquish shocks are a little skinny.
Okay.
There's some other ones. So I'll check that out. But by the looks of it, it'll definitely fit the larger, like big bore shocks and DravTech shocks. It looks like it'll fit those, but there are some skinnier ones that it may not fit.
So he might have to come up with a crawler edition.
There you go. I mean,
Hey.
honestly, it's you fans. If you ask for it, it may come. So it's speak up if we get these things and maybe there's a big enough following for the crawler shocks in a smaller diameter, that may happen.
Yeah, and on top of that, Robert, I would like to see where it has enough to hold 3. I would like to have the front, the center, and the rear all nice and moved up right in the middle of my pit area setup, and I think that would be dialed. Hint, hint. Maybe, maybe we'll see. With
Maybe. Like I
Robert,
said,
that
this is
idea.
only one. This is just the first of multiple ideas down the path. So
is there an estimated release date for that? I wasn't
yes,
sure.
8 to 10 weeks
Okay,
from
so
now. Yep.
that's not too bad. So is that right before Christmas? Like I hate
Yeah.
to even say that word.
It's
Okay,
two
so
and a half months, 2 to 2.5 months. So yeah, that would be Thanksgiving for us time frame. Early December. So it should be released probably right before holidays, I would guess.
yeah, because Glenn is saying, like what you said, that the crawler shocks are a little bit thinner. So that's what
Mhm.
he was definitely worried
Yeah.
about. And Heath is chiming in there. I don't know what this
Oh.
means. So who knows? It might be already in the works from what he's saying. Yeah. Okay. So John, honestly, I let mine soak. Now,
Yeah.
here's the thing. I only let my non-ceramic bearings soak. If you watch one of my lives when I was doing the Mud Boss, you will see exactly what I did using the new bearing oil, and it was a game changer. Now, I was trying to get the most resistance out of all my bearings because it is a stock class. So it definitely helped out, and I did let them soak. So, how long was it? I think it was 2 days, like, because I
Wow.
kinda got busy the next day or something like that. I came back and it was money. I definitely, think that, you wouldn't wanna leave it in there for a week or anything like that, but, overnight, 2 days, I haven't had any issues yet, and, honestly, it's still in the vehicle working. The
Nice.
one thing that I did notice is that the Mud Bosses, even though it has mud in their name, they don't get all that dirty, which I don't mind, but it's kinda cool to, do the circle track racing, and, you'll see some of the videos coming up shortly because, I got a lot to get caught up on from when we, had our epic trip.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, like what I've been doing is I'll put, I'll spray some of the ultra thin oil in a Tupperware container with, or a cup, solo cup with the bearings in it. And because it the bearings are small and you have more product than that sprays out of the can than actually goes on the bearings, you can
Yeah.
reuse some of that. So if you put it in a container where you can kind of get it on its corner and let those bearings sit in that oil, you're using more of the products instead of throwing it out. So that's why I would do it that way.
Nice. No, that is a good tip, and, yeah, so you use it kinda, like, get your bearings going. Now, do you take the seals off first?
No, I mean, I don't think it's necessary, just because it's a penetrating oil, so it's
Yeah.
it's going to get through those seals, and I mean, and to your point, Adam, it is letting it soak, so it's giving it
Mhm.
time to do that. You may wanna go out there, like, every 6 hours and give it a little stir, and flip those bearings around, get the oil in it. I
Right.
mean, that's really the awesome part of the product is that penetrating oil, and with the PTFE, after you get them out of there, let it dry, let it cure. That way, it's got that Teflon coating on it, so it's always going to give you protection even when the oil is gone.
Yeah, and honestly, I did pull the seals off because one of the tricks to get rid of the rolling resistance is actually shave the inside of the
Oh,
blue molding flash. So if
oh
you
wow.
remove that, and there's 2 bearings per tire, you're removing 16 contact points, so you're just getting rid of
Oh,
more rolling resistance
okay.
because it's still stock, but you want to take advantage of every little bit you can.
Man, that is fine. That is fine tuning.
Yeah, the Moo-Slick will perform best if left to cure. Absolutely. The actual feature adhesive component in the formulation and offers unmatched adhesion in the industry. That is why usually when I use Moo-Slick, the most is after the race weekend. Me and the kids go through all of our gear, make sure everything's ready to go for the next race, and right before we put it on the shelf, I'll hit that with some Moo-Slick and
Oh yeah.
it will be gorgeous for when we pull it back out because everybody's like, man, your kits look so new. And it's because we actually give it that love right at the end, and
Right.
it definitely shows through.
Yeah, you don't want to put like wet or grimy trucks and cars on the shelf because that's where rust and corrosion starts happening and things seize up. And it's honestly it's amazing with bearings. I think it's a very underutilized part to maintain, meaning that a lot of people burn up motors. And like when I go crawling with guys, they burn up motors, and I'm like, I don't know how that happens. And what it really goes down to is because that motor is struggling because it's fighting the resistance of all of the corroded bearings. I mean, geez, how many bearings? I think one of my trucks has like 40 bearings in it. You know, but between wheels, electronics, all that stuff, and if you start getting those corroded, the truck is going to struggle and it's going to work extra hard, and that's when things break. And it's a very simple process, and you don't have to necessarily take everything off the truck as far as a bearing. You clean it, you dry it, and you spray the oil on it, and it works just like that. And that's the nice thing about the products with the especially with the penetrating oils is that it gets in those little tight pieces that you can't even see.
Yeah, and you reduce all the strain, which creates heat, and that's what's
Right.
gonna kill your electronics is that rolling
Hmm.
resistance and,
Yeah.
definitely, not being nice to your, stuff. So, definitely
No.
maintain, whenever you can, and you'll get more bang for your buck maintaining your stuff than you even think. But
Absolutely.
a 10-pound Sportsman pulling truck. I can't wait to see some of those pictures on
Hmm.
the, pages for sure, 'cause,
Yeah.
I know Tyler's getting into pulling shortly. It's gonna be his next, thing.
I hope so. I would like to. I don't know.
But, did you go to a race event a while back or something like that?
For RC truck pulling?
Yeah.
No,
No, no,
there's one
I thought it
there
was off-road for some reason that you went to or something.
um, nothing in the too recent. We're going to Rocktober in October, October 7th in Kentucky. So that's a month from now. So that'll be my next event, and that's a crawling trail run event.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to our home track. They just got a huge, massive track change. They are going to be having the Brian Declare race coming up at the end of the month, and that's pretty much going to be the end of off-road locally. So, me and my kids' hearts are a little bit broken after that event, but
Uh,
um, we will definitely be doing something indoor on road, and I think that's when I'm going to hone my crawler stuff. So it's definitely going to be
ooh,
pretty
yeah,
cool
there you go.
to have some time off and kind of like just have some fun with some other genres in RC for sure.
Well, that's what it's about. Yeah, doing different genres in RC is fun. It's neat to get in the whole new like rabbit hole of different things, and it's cool because you can kind of take what you've learned, but it's a lot of it's different.
It
It's
sure
very
is.
different, which
Yeah.
is fun.
And the one thing that I learned with the crawling guys and the whole group that is local to our O Town scene was the hand of God. And I never knew what they were talking about with the hand of God. But if you're not into crawling, the hand of God is if you actually have to use your hand and go and manipulate your rig once you put it down on the
It's a
trail.
no
So
no.
I was laughing my arse off on that one because I was like, "The hand of God, what are you guys talking about?" But they gave me a little walkthrough, and the way that they actually use the key fob winches and they pull
Yeah.
around and try and help each other to get out, like in real world situations, it's just all scale.
That's right. Yeah, I did an event. It happens every year. It's the Recon G6 Fix Enduro, and so there's different events for that. There's a 3-hour race, a 6-hour race, and a 12-hour race. And I did the 12-hour race, and I did it as a team. So there's a team of three guys, and you're not allowed to touch your truck. You can't kick it. You can't breathe on it. You if it flips over, you have to either recover it yourself or your teammate, can help push you over or whatever. So it's so
Right.
that entire 12-hour event, you cannot touch your truck other than just to change batteries or fix something that's broken. So it's
That's
always
awesome.
you have to really, like, as you're racing, you have to be cognizant of, you don't want to flip over, because it is tough. I mean, it is tough to flip over an RC truck back onto its wheels. So it's
Yes.
that gets frustrating, after a while, especially if it's in a creek and you can't. I mean, you never know where it's going to go.
Heck yeah. No, and you guys get to traverse a wide range of terrain too. So it's pretty cool to see some of that stuff for sure. But he's wondering, in the crawling world, what would the ultralight grease coating be used for?
Yeah.
That's your neck of the woods.
Sure. So you can use it on the CVD joints in your portal axles, or your steering, your steering parts. And the reason and actually here you can use it in your drive shafts. Actually, I was talking to Byron Clinton the other day. He's one of the factory team drivers, and he had mentioned, putting it into this kind of the slip gear here, for your drive shafts. And so what it's for is, it's I wouldn't call it a substitute for Udder Butter, but it's an improved, different product than Udder Butter. So Udder Butter is more globby. So if you haven't seen it before, Udder Butter, I'll put on my finger here. It comes out as a goo, right? It's a thick grease. It'll attract dirt if it's exposed. So using this on an exposed surface, while it lubricates very well, it also attracts dirt. And so that's what the ultra thin grease substitutes for. So it's the same type of properties, but it's a thin grease. So what you're doing is you're spraying it on your parts here. Actually, I don't think it came out enough. I'll spray it on this. So it comes out as a grease. Again, it penetrates and it lubricates, and it doesn't leave a huge bunch of residual product. So it's not going to attract dirt and debris and so forth. So Udder Butter we recommend using for internal gears like portal axles, diffs, transmission gears, and then the ultra thin grease coating. Use that for your exposed parts and pieces like CVD joints, gears, or I'm sorry, drive shafts, those type of things.
Yeah, and don't forget, I love using the Udder Butter on my shock O-rings, my diff O-rings, things like that, and anywhere that you can actually not worry about, like what Tyler just said, where you're attracting the dirt. Anything inside
Right.
is where you want to use the butter.
Yep.
Anything external, you're using the spray.
Absolutely. So yeah, a couple things that we need to cover before we run out of time is the small carbon mat. So the reason I have this out here is there was a hang up on the delivery of these small carbon mats. They got hung up in customs for some unknown reason. So they should be here maybe towards the end of this week, beginning of next week. So if you did pre-order, we apologize for that delay. But to compensate for that delay, CowRC will be putting some goodies in your package for your micro or your small carbon mat package. So thank you for your patience. We apologize for that delay, and you will be compensated with some extra goodies in your package. And it's usually, when I say goodies, I'm sure they'll be above and beyond what I'm even thinking. So enjoy
Yeah.
those, and I look forward to seeing them on the Facebook page when you open your package.
That would be cool because, like, honestly, Heath goes above and beyond. And obviously, this is out of his control. The shipping and the logistics right now to try and get anything is just a really tough spot. And you know what? We've all been ripped off when we're trying to do orders online and stuff like that. And you know what? We try to order something thinking we're going to get one thing. And guess what? They pull a fast one on you and you don't get exactly what it was described. Look at how clean that mat came, man. I
Oh,
can't believe it. Crazy.
Man, you just clean it, and that's the cool thing is, like, I mean, for the folks that have missed previous episodes on like how to maintain this mat. This mat loves Moo-Slick. It loves the silicone spray, so it is really what the blood of this mat. So when you get these mats, spray them down with Moo-Slick silicone protectant. It's the green one, and take a microfiber cloth and spray the microfiber cloth and rub it along your carbon fiber
Ooh,
surfaces,
it'll
and that
make it
just makes
pop.
them pop.
Oh,
So
I
it makes
love
them
it.
pop, makes that carbon fiber. It really, what it's doing is you're hydrating it. You're hydrating this material. It's an oil-based material. You're giving it more oil to basically, it's like I'll call it, I don't know, suntan. It's moisturizer. Yeah, it's moisturizer for a mat. So, and you should do that every once in a while. And that's the cool thing about when you spray chemicals on it. It just loves it. It's you're almost actually doing it a favor. And you wipe it up, clean it up, and it really is good. You don't need to like start putting in dish detergent and clean it. It's really the chemicals. And like I said, I don't wash this thing other than with the chemicals. So when I get chemicals on it, microfiber towel, wipe it in there, and you just kind of blend it in, and then you move on. You don't have to soap it down or anything like that.
And that's why for most of my recommendations now, especially since we're moving to the indoor on-road, those mats just take a beating like
Mhm.
nobody's business. Now, if you're a neat freak and love the white and keeping it clean, you can actually go that route as well because it has the magnetic insert. So
Yeah.
you get the best of both worlds with the Carbon series. Like you can't beat that.
Yeah, and you can do the, and it's nice, you just pull it in and out. It's not something you have to keep in there, and
Right.
that's the nice thing is you have the nice color, nice bright color to see everything, the magnetism to hold the screws in place, and then when you want to get dirty, pull that off and go nuts, wipe it up, and then put the mat back down on it.
Dino, I know how you feel, bud. I'm the same way. I have like one that's set aside that I just totally keep in pristine conditions for all of my pictures and stuff like that. I do not want to get that one dirty. Mine stays shiny with all the overspray. Yeah, no, honestly, Tom, that's why it's so super
Mhm.
cool to be able to clean your rigs on this carbon mat. And with all the excess, like Tyler just said, you can just wipe it into the carbon mat and it loves it. It soaks it right in and it's a good thing. So I was kind of hinting at people getting ripped off on orders and not getting what they expected when they're
Ah, yeah.
doing stuff. Do you want to kind of get into that or?
Yeah. So I think it was last episode, on episode 13, we talked about the ultrasonic cleaners coming out with another add-on for, so we have the screens, we have the skins, and we talked about the rechargeable AAA batteries. Well, things aren't necessarily what they appear to be on the internet. So CowRC ordered what we have pictured here, and it received a third of that, meaning that we ordered, I think, 100 pairs of batteries with cases and USB chargers. Well, what we received are 100 single batteries. That was it.
Yeah.
So the answer to that from the distributor was, well, that's what we sent you, that's what you paid for, and that wasn't what we paid for. So the communication or lack of communication didn't go in our favor. So that is going to be that product is not going to be sold with CowRC. It became cost prohibitive, meaning that by the time you paid with what they wanted to pay, it was a very expensive battery, and we didn't feel like it was going to be sold. So we have about 100 of those things that we are going to give away as kind of prizes and things like that. I thought we have something. Let's see in here. So yeah. Oh, yes. Okay. This is what I wanted to say. So for those batteries, we are going to give away. So any ultrasonic cleaner ordered tonight off the Cow Tech show and using the Cow Tech code gets a free battery set. So you'll get a pair
Ding
of
ding
batteries
ding ding ding.
for
Heck
that.
yeah.
So yes. So my notes saved me because I totally forgot about that. So yes, very important tonight and all of our future episodes, as long as the battery is still in stock. If you order an ultrasonic cleaner tonight and you use Cow Tech as your code, so you're going to save 10% on that ultrasonic cleaner, plus you're going to get free batteries. So that
Yes.
doesn't get much better than that. You know, something that CowRC was going to intend to sell, well, now you just get it for free. So you're welcome.
Yeah, actually, do you know, once my wife got me the rechargeables, it was a game changer because me and my kids fight over that ultrasonic cleaner, and it's definitely important to have rechargeable batteries unless you want to just keep recycling batteries. It was
Sure.
definitely very cool. Can you please
Oh,
show the ultrasonic cleaner?
I can show that. Let me go grab one here real quick.
So as he's going to get it, these things are super cool. They just released all the skins, which you can customize to whatever theme you're trying to create, which made it super cool. I'm in with the green streak right now, team green streak for me, but whatever anybody likes, it's definitely up to you. Here,
Yeah, so here's one of the ultrasonic cleaners with a skin on it. So I've got 2 different skins. There's 5 different skins to pick from. And you just adhere these, it's just a sticker. And they're made specifically for the ultrasonic cleaners. And on the bottom, this is where the battery tray goes. So I have just a standard Amazon brand batteries, AAA, so 2 AAA batteries, and on-off switch right there. So you can kind of hear it going, I think. And then the screen, the 3D printed screen, is an option to add to it. So this just comes out. It's got little feet, and the idea of this is to get your parts to sit up off of the bottom of the container, so you're not getting the dirt re-entered into your part. So this was actually a fan suggestion. You know, having the screen was a fan suggestion, and this is the awesome part about this show is that it produces ideas and we talk about these type of things. So thank you, for that. So and then top goes on it. So this is about big enough to fit like 2 oh, actually no, it'll fit 2 to 4 10 scale shocks and 2 8 scale shocks, smaller parts and pieces. But the good thing is that CowRC is actually also doing some research on potentially getting a larger version of this that we can fit larger pieces in or more pieces, what have you. So, we're always innovating, always looking for different suggestions because we know that not one product fits everybody's style of RC. And there's so many different genres of RC out there that different tools work better for other people.
absolutely. It honestly, Matthew, that's what we use it for the majority. And then I'm gonna say now that we've gotten it, we've ran through all of our diffs just to see, because normally we change our diff fluids at the track. And do we inspect it? Yeah, we kind of go through it quickly. But once you put it through the ultrasonic and then pull it out, you can actually make sure that there's no nicks or chips in the teeth and that everything's functioning as smooth as possible, especially when you're putting it towards a race application. I'm sure it would even help out in crawler situations as well, because if you can eliminate anything binding in your rig or race application, you're going to see a huge upgrade for sure. Need one big enough to put the whole truck in it. Oh boy, that'd be crazy.
Maybe
But
a bathtub.
yeah, dude, it's an hour.
Oh, geez. Is it really?
I know. It like legit flew by, and we got to give something away.
Oh,
So
yes, we do. Here, let's bring the prize out here so everyone can see it.
all right, so there's 3 that caught my eye, and I don't think any of these guys have won yet.
Okay.
And so one, we were talking about the new stuff, and we were talking about the shock holder, and Robert brought up that he would like to see the diff rebuilding station and a stable place to hold the diffs. That would be Moorific. So there's one right there. The
Well,
other
Robert
one
won
that
last time, though. Remember?
oh, so then
He
you know
won.
what?
So Robert won the 50 milliliter bottle of Calformal.
That's right. I saw the picture. I
Yes,
saw the
he
picture. Yeah, he's
reposted
got
it, and
that
thank you
big,
for that.
massive one. The other one was, I think that this is an awesome way to take care of your bearings. Sorry, I'm like, what the heck am I talking about? So he removes the seals on his bearings, lets them sit in the ultrasonic cleaner after spraying them out with the Moo-Kleen and degreaser. Use the jet blaster after the bath. Let them soak in the ultra-thin oil with PTFE. Um, Dude, that is a great comment right there. And since Robert already won, Tommy hasn't won yet, eh?
You know, I think I don't know. I don't think so.
I think he might be the lucky guy then.
Okay, I'm good.
By default, because Robert, you're the winning machine, man. But Robert, man, you got some great comments. Keep them coming. And Matthew, thank you too
Yes.
for all of the questions and comments. They were definitely good. And everybody else, thank you for all the comments and everything like that. So Tommy has not won yet. So congratulations,
There you
Tommy.
go.
Message Tyler, and
Congratulations.
he will hook you up. And please use it proudly. It is one of my favorites. I got mine right here, and I love using it. It is one of those things that I can use mobily and definitely take with us racing. I love the cow head graphic. The way that he
Yeah.
pulled that off, it just looks so cool. And if you do want to get into the magnetics, all you got to do is just flop it on and you get the best of both worlds. There's no
Yeah.
beating it.
And the nice thing is you can order the magnetics later too. If you're budget conscious and you've got some money you want to spend on just this, or you decide later you're like, I would like to upgrade it. You can do that. You don't have to buy it all at once.
Absolutely. And obviously swing over to the CowRC.com website, and we never say it enough, but please use our code Cow Tech. Saves you an additional 10% off. And yeah, we
And
will
remember, you get, if you order the ultrasonic cleaners with the Cow Tech code tonight, you get free batteries. So you get 10%
yeah,
off plus free batteries. It's hard to pass that deal up.
yeah, win. So with that being said, we will be back at you with, I can't believe it, episode 15. I'm looking forward to that one because it should be an epic show. I have to look at the date, but it should coincide with the biggest event in Ontario. So I will definitely be coming live from the show.
Oh, cool.
CowRC was nice enough to sponsor this event. Heath
Ooh.
has been hitting home run after home
Nice.
run for our locals, and it goes to a great cause. It is going to the Ronald McDonald Charity House, which I'm sure everybody has one in their area. So it is a fantastic. Oh, it's a fantastic cause. So I will definitely keep you posted for that. Me and Tyler will share the links, and we love having you guys on board with us. But until next show, we will see you guys later.
Take it easy, everybody. Have a good week.